Simple question. Is a market an instrument created by the government? Or is the government an actor that has a relationship with the market? I think that's a fair question. Not so long ago I heard someone saying that markets do not exist, but that markets are creations of the government because the government creates rules, that sort of define how agents playing in a market. And so one must question who is the one who benefits from such rules, right? Who is behind the rules, right? Who is benefiting from these sets of rules, right? So, the argument was, I think, that the free market does not exist, and therefore it's a toxic idea that you can move on people, to put it away, right? A toxic idea that you shouldn't, that has intoxicated the minds of people or something like that. It was a very negative views about markets, I think, but also in our contexts, beyond that rhetoric, I do hear in very serious ways, the assertion that markets are an instrument and a creation by the government. I'm not so sure about that. The way I see the government is as an actor that has a relationship with markets. And I don't think it can be any other way if you consider that markets can be fair enough emergent properties, even in the absence of a government, perhaps not so they cannot perform really well, or the emergent properties can be bad, or I don't know about that, but it's not hard to imagine that a market can be an emergent property out of just people making choices. In reality, I would define a market as that pretty much. It's people making choices about the exchange of goods and services. Across history and in many contexts, we can see markets form even when the government in very autocratic places has prohibited them. So it seems to me that markets tend to form based on people making choices. If I buy something from someone else, we talk about the black market, right? I think the black market exists, so despite the government prohibiting it, right? Now, beyond ethics or beyond political philosophy, I think the fact is that we must understand, and I think this is pretty much the point of something that is called political economy, or public choice as well, if I'm not mistaken. But the point is that it is more useful to analyze the government as an actor with a relationship with the market. If not in the market, it has a relationship with the market. The emphasis should be that the government is a key player that is distinct, in the sense that it has the monopoly of force. I think that's the distinctive element of the government. It has the monopoly of the use of force. And that's what makes its relationship with the market so special compared to any other agent that we might want to take into account. And under that view, I think that it's not hard to imagine why certain governments can enhance markets or pretty much affect them very negatively. So I don't know if I'm right, but just some questions that I had in my mind.